Hello, hello, hello. It is day 11. Vlogmas day 11. And I went a little heavy on the makeup today, it looks like. Probably because I was in a hurry. It's easier for me to go heavy than it is to go lightly because I got such a heavy hand. Anyway, the eye makeup is the Lawless palette that I have. The mini, the one. I want to say Glam. Could be wrong. Of course, I'll have it listed below. Trying to be better about that. And I know probably people say, oh, she's trying to get them commission bucks. I do it for y'all. I mean, if I make some money, that's great. But if I don't, I probably would still do it. I was putting links down way before I ever started making commissions. So nobody can tell me that I'm doing it just to make commission. I'm doing it for convenience because when I watch somebody, I want to be able to go to the description box and find the link. And I can't stand to see people who don't put it there. Even people that don't, you know, use affiliate links. I want it there. Sometimes you can't understand what they're saying. So, and I know that it takes time. But if you'll notice, I tend to wear the same thing when I'm putting up videos. And I do it for that reason, because it's easier to just copy and paste. Anyway, I'll switch around later on. I'm doing it mostly right now for the foundation. So, with that said, of course, I've got on the Eldridge foundation. I wore it because I'm going to film later on today with me applying it. I'm going to take it off and then put it back on. And so I just did it to see what, you know, make sure that it was doing right. I don't want to, all of a sudden it doesn't work right or whatever. You know, I've never had a day that it didn't. So, anyway, we'll move on and talk about that in the other video. The other thing I want to say, if any of you are in the path of the tornado that happened last night, I cannot imagine what you're going through this morning. I mean, it looks absolutely devastating. And I just want you to know that my thoughts and prayers are with you. Any of you that, like I say, are in any of those states. Now, we're not having any kind of weather like that. We're having some rain, but nothing like that. And, you know, I hope and pray we don't. I hope and pray no one else does. You know, I will search for ways to give. I want to help out any way I can. You know, if I was in a position where I could go and help clean up, I would. I'm not, you know, in that position I can do that. So I'll look for other ways to give. And I'm fortunate to work for a company that has a food truck that will go out and help feed people. I'm sure they're already getting ready to go if they've not already left. So anyway, just wanted to put that out there. I don't want people to think that I'm, you know, a cold-hearted person and don't, you know, ever mention things like that. You know, I'm constantly watching the news. I know what's going on. And I know that sounded terrible, but I do. I watch the news. Don't care how devastating it is. I want to know what's going on. Okay, let's change the subject. So, Dave and I are going somewhere today. I don't know where. We had talked about going to Boone, but I don't want to go to Boone in this weather. It's foggy. All right, Betty, get off my bumper. That's a co-worker behind me. She's on my bumper. I'm going to Walmart to pick up my groceries. Of course, they didn't have half of what I ordered, so I'm surprised they're even still letting me pick it up because it brought it down to $29. But anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is. No packages to open this morning. I did get a package from my friend Sylvia. I did show it on my story. She, I'm assuming, had an ornament made that says Besties Forever. And it's, you know, got our likeness on there. This is Vicky and Sylvia. And I did almost cry, but then I thought, no, that's silly. I shouldn't cry. You know, I've never had, I mean, I'm just going to be honest with you. I've never had a friend that I felt I could say anything to and they wouldn't judge me. and I feel I can her. It's just the roll I come up on, and I'm not going back over there on that one, but we'll do 3 today. I don't know. I just know that I feel like I can say anything to her and she won't judge me, and you know, we just have that type of friendship. We may not talk every day, but it don't matter. We know, both of us know we're thinking of each other, and you know, we'll pick up where we left off when, you know, we can. We're both busy. Yeah, my nose is gonna start running. Okay, I'm gonna do a bag thing. I've not ever done one of these in a long time. Of course, Marsha does them all the time, and I know y'all probably think, boy, you really like to talk about Marsha. Well, I like Marsha. We have a lot. We have a lot in common. Okay, I'm carrying this inspired by LV bag. It is not real, authentic, anything like that. If I buy one, this is the one I want. I mean, I would like the signature one too, but I'm not one of those people that like to flaunt labels. This one, it has it on there, but you have to really know the style to know what it is and everything. So that's why I like this one. And I have had my eyes on a couple pre-loved ones on Fashion File, but so far I haven't bit the bullet. The one thing about Fashion File is you can lay them away. So I like that. So anyway, let's move on to what we got. Okay, we've got Chlorite Swaps. And some of this stuff, you know, you've seen before probably. I've got City Lips. This is Tinseltown. I've got Scentbird. This is the latest one I haven't been meaning to talk about in Manhattan. This is MCM, and I'll try to insert a picture of what their bags look like, because they had a gift set with the little, I don't know what to call it, the thing you clip on your bag charm. Wait just a second. Okay, they've got me confused with someone else, so it's untelling what I'll get. As long as they charge me right, that's all I care about. Okay, this is the City Beauty Lips in Watermelon. This one, I'm surprised that no one talks about much. And I mean, I have it, but it's because I didn't have it till now. I got it when they had the buy one, get one free. But this one, I love. I mean, I think I like it better than the other one I like, the San Diego. I think I like this one better. See? Watermelon. All right, let's see what we got over here. We got keys. We got my vaccination card. We got $5. This is the other Super Lips. This is in Pillow Talk. You can tell that I love those. Then I have my card case. This is a Vera Bradley card case. I don't have no expensive one. I got the truck keys. Okay, this is my inhaler. Okay, I've got something else in here I was going to show you. Oh, that I've learned in the past few weeks I cannot do without. That's my vitamin B12 drops. I get these off of Amazon. I don't do the injections because they say I'm borderline. And I shouldn't say it, but why do people don't realize that my hatchback is automatic? And Dave is the worst one to do it because his Cooper is not automatic. And I'm just afraid it's going to tear it up. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Okay, another thing I carry with me all the time besides my vitamin B12 is my aspirin. It's just in case. Y'all know, ladies, that you need to carry this with you. If you're not, this is the low dose. You know, if you're having chest pains, you know, feel like you might be having a stroke, pop an aspirin. It can be life-saving. And of course, Purell, always with me. Or some kind of hand sanitizer. It doesn't have to necessarily be Purell. Of course, the scrunchie Always scrunchies. When I go shopping now, my hair is going up. I got so hot last night, I couldn't stand it when I was in cold. Mask. Is there anything else in here I need to show you? Probably not. That was Tinseltown. I had another one in my hand, but I didn't bring it up. Whatever. I don't know why this is in. Oh, I know why this is in here, because I went to Belk's last week and they were giving out samples. Even Better Clinical Dark Spot Corrector. Didn't take that out. I also have a sample of La Vie est Belle. And they got so many of this stuff. You know, they quit carrying Lancome, but I guess they saved the samples. I don't know why they give it out. I guess they give it out to get rid of it but then they can't sell it anymore. You know, and that still just ticks me off. And I know it probably has to do with the pandemic. I think that Lancome, L'Oreal is, I'm just going to be real with you. I know a lot of you ladies love Lancome. I do too. But I think they're in trouble financially. I think they didn't make no money during the pandemic and they're having to cut back. So, if you ladies don't want to lose Lancome, not that I think you're going to, but you could be losing your counters a lot. Because I think the next thing they'll go into these other stores and take them away. If they either got to do that or they got to make it, they've got to do something to it. Because right now it's, I don't know, I just don't think they're doing well. Anyway, I'm going to shut up and I'm going to get ready to go back home and see what groceries we got. No, I think the problem was I didn't check in. But then when I checked in, it seemed to be they all were here. So that was what was in my purse. Now I did film some this morning of my decoration. And I'll try to insert it here. And then we're going to talk about, I didn't bring it with me, but I think I can remember all of it. We're going to talk about my Christopher Radko ornaments. There's a DoorDasher. He's waiting. Anyway, let's talk about Christopher Radko ornaments. I first saw Christopher Radko ornaments on QVC. I was an avid QVC viewer in the 90s. There wasn't much else on TV, I guess. And anyway, they immediately caught my eye, and I had to have one. Well, once you have one, you got to have 10 or 20 or ever how many you can afford. Of course, they're very expensive. Still, what I call expensive for ornaments because they can break. But anyway, the story of Christopher is his family Christmas tree had all these old, glass blown ornaments, and the tree fell and everything broke. So he sought out a glass blower that could remake those earrings, those ornaments. And he found a Polish man that could do it. So he started making them. Well, then people started wanting them. So he formed a business of them making these ornaments. And of course, somehow QVC discovered it, and the rest is history. Now he's since, became very famous. He had a line with Target for one Christmas. I wish, I have broken some of it, but I had everything that they made during that time. Had 4 place setting of the china, and I'll insert that picture. We haven't put it out yet, but we're getting ready to. There was just all kinds of stuff that Target had with it, and I tried to get it all at that time. I want to say that was maybe 1999, something like that, 2000, somewhere along those lines. And then my aunt would buy me an ornament every year for Christmas. Well, then she stopped. I don't know why she stopped, but she stopped. I guess because I was running out of space. Because I display them year round. I don't want to put them up. I display them year round. Because they are a work of art to me. And anyway, I stopped buying them. He sold the company in 2005. So he has retired now. But the company still continues. I don't think they're on QVC anymore. They are at Macy's and I want to say Saks maybe. And then you can see them in, you know, specialty boutiques that carry ornaments. The Old World Christmas ornaments were copied. And, you know, there's been several other copies of his out since then. But nobody does it like them. Nobody. Don't care what anybody says. Nobody does it like that. I mean, they are, as I said, works of art. Now, my plan was to eventually have a tree decorated, and I did a couple years put them on the tree. But I just got, with cats, I kept worrying, were they going to break? And I mean, if I would have not had because I have broken one. But I just felt like it was just better to keep them on display in the cabinet we have. Mom's took the light out, so I couldn't turn the light on. But anyway, that's why I don't put them on the tree anymore. Now, I have looked at one at Macy's with the Santa Claus with the tree in the back. That's the one I want for this year, and I'm probably going to order it here soon because it's probably going to go out of stock if I don't. They were on sale, like 30% off.
It's like I waited too long, as anyway, it's already out of stock, but I did find the Coca-Cola one.
I don't have a Macy's nearby anymore to go look. I think there is a place in Winston-Salem, Salem Creek, that still carries them, but I'm not sure. We used to have a store here that carried them, but they don't. It's out of business. They closed. They retired. It's not that they retired. And that's what happens sometimes when some of these specialty stores that you really learn to like, the people retire and the children or whatever don't want to do it, and you know, you miss them. And that's this store. I think it was called the Cricket Box. Anyway, that's the story of Christopher Radko and my collection. One time I was just wanting snowmen, you know, because you couldn't get them all. I mean, well, I couldn't get them all. Now, I know Oprah at one time collected them, and she probably has them all. I mean, at one time I had them all. She probably don't now, but I know she did. I know they've been in the White House. There are several celebrities, I think, that have, you know, collected them over the years. I do miss seeing him because he seemed like such a nice man. But I mean, to think that he retired 10 years after starting the company, that's pretty good. So he must have done pretty good. And I'm sure he still gets some kind of residual income. So, you never know, people, what kind of business you might start and it take off. You just never know. All right, I'm back home. So, and I know this video is long enough. I had to stop and start it. I don't know how many times. I'm sorry. But anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.